Continuing on with our product knowledge, we talked about the foundations and the different things that you could use and need. We also have a series of correctors and concealers, and we call them correctors. And they are just that. They correct stuff. They are, one of those things that makes it much easier for us as a makeup artist. It helps us to hide blemishes and pimples and problems that the performer or the person has. And we've created a system with the correctors that is very, very, very simple. You have essentially three choices. When you think about correction and correctors, we only have a couple of different colors that we're really dealing with. So if you have a red spot, and 9 times out of 10 it's going to be a red spot that you're going to have, we have this great product, and it's named in a very wacky way. We call it Red Corrector. That was tough, huh? So if I have a red blemish, we're going to use Red Corrector. How easy. Now, Red Corrector is actually a yellow color, and when we get into the corrector lectures, you can talk heavily about, why they're this color or that color. Basically what we did is we created a red corrector, and we made a series of it. We basically have 3 colors: Red Corrector 1, Red Corrector 2, Red Corrector 3. And those colors, that's light, medium, and dark. That's so simple. So if my performer is a light-skinned person, very light-skinned person, I might use a Red Corrector 1, and that will to cover any kind of red spots. If the person has a bit of a darker skin tone, I'm going to move over to Red Corrector 3. And it makes it all very simple. So that's the first corrector. The second corrector, and the second type of thing that you might have to correct, as you may have already guessed, is blue. So what do you think we named this product? You're right, Blue Corrector. And with Blue Corrector, it does exactly that. It's a bit of an orange color, corrects and neutralizes blue colors. And we have Blue Corrector 1, Blue Corrector 2, Blue Corrector 3, and Blue Corrector 4. And essentially, we have for light skins, medium skins, darker skins, and a little bit more darker skins. And again, these 4 colors are designed, they're a little heavier pigmented, and they're designed to allow us to get a little bit more coverage out of them. It's important to also mention that all of these colors are cream. Once again, we're dealing with professional products, we're dealing with professional things. You can use this with the HD Air. You can use it with the dual finish products. However, it's really designed to be used with the cream products, the cream foundations. Also, one thing that you can do is you can mix the red correctors or the blue correctors with any one of the foundations to help that tone of the corrector to match the person just a little bit better. On men, there have been occasions where I didn't really want to go and do a full-blown makeup. I just needed to correct a few things. Men sometimes they'll have a little bit of blueness with that beard showing through. And I'll take the blue corrector, or one of the blue correctors that matches their skin tone as best as it can, and then I'll mix a little bit of a foundation that also matches them, and then I'm able to just go in and spot treat the skin, and it doesn't look like they're wearing makeup. It just neutralizes the color and makes it look makes it very simple on us. We have a third choice, and the third choice of color that you're going to need to correct is brown. And what do you think we called that brown? Well, you're right, brown corrector. However, we called it deep brown corrector because it's usually a deep brown. All right, we only have one deep brown corrector, and it is an orange color. And it is designed to help those really dark brown spots. Typically, those really dark brown spots on almost any skin tone can be covered with the deep brown corrector. Have you ever dealt with a person that has, you know, some brown spots in their skin and even like age spots or you know, some problems with the hairline or just darkness in the hairline? The Deep Brown Corrector really does a great job of neutralizing that. It's a very orange color, it looks intense, and you might look at the product and go, oh my God, they're crazy, but try it. Put the Deep Brown Corrector on, and then put the foundation over it. And what you'll find is that orange color neutralizes the brown and totally removes it. And then what happens is the foundation goes over the top of that, and the orange doesn't affect the foundation in the least bit. So you get this great coverage with this really almost like clown orange color. All right, so those are our correctors. They're available in individual compacts, and they're also as a group available in one palette as 8 colors.